Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a top fragrances of 2021 and I am so excited to do this. Just go back through all my favorites, figure out what's the best of the best, what truly makes it into the end of the year roundup. This isn't every single fragrance I tried this year. These are the best fragrances I've tried this year. A few of them came out this year, were new releases to the fragrance community. Some I just personally discovered this year. So these are my top picks, what I recommend to you guys, and I think you will love. Also, I think Sephora, this is the last day of their 20% off for all tiers if you haven't used your code yet. And I heard through the grapevine, but do not quote me on this. This is a rumor at this point as I'm filming this video, but I think the next day on Monday, they'll have fragrances 20% off. So if you wanted to pick up one of these fragrances that happens to be available on Sephora, you can save some money. Regardless, I will keep you guys updated in the description box on any sale details because fragrance is a pricey item, and if you can save some money, you may as well, right? So that is it for the intro. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up for what this video is going to be about. Hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you like fragrance videos. I tried over the course of the year to incorporate more fragrance into my channel. As you guys know, I love it so much. And I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying it too. So thank you so much for all the support this year. And let's get into my 2021 best of. A top pick for me that came out this year, it is part of the Replica line, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. And this has to be my favorite fragrance that Replica does at this point. I have a few favorites, but this one specifically just won a place in my heart. It's my first tea fragrance to my collection, and it is the Matcha Meditation fragrance. I fell in love with this mostly end of spring, beginning of summer is when I fell in love with this fragrance. I think it's perfect for those seasons, though I personally would wear this year-round. I think it's very versatile in that sense. This specifically is linked to cottage memories for me now because I took this with me to the cottage and I couldn't stop wearing it. This is what I had every single day. We go to the beach, just hanging out for the summer, so full of fun family memories. And that's one thing I love about Replica. I feel like they capture memories really well in how they design their fragrances. And what makes this really special is that there's this white chocolate element to it, which I don't have in any of my fragrances. So it has that green tea, which I get right away when I smell this. And I personally wouldn't like it if that was all this fragrance was that initial spray. But it really dries down to this creamy white chocolate tea vibe on me, and I think it's beautiful, a top pick for the year, and I had to start off with this one because it might be honestly my favorite one this year. The next fragrance that made its way into my best of is also a new release this year from Atelier Cologne. This also took the place of my favorite Atelier Cologne. It is Lemon Island. And this one is perfect for summer. This is summertime in a bottle for me because they capture the essence of worn sunscreen in this. I don't know how they do it because it's not just a sunscreen scent. Specifically, it feels like a very expensive, luxurious vacation with how sunscreen wears throughout the day mixed with lemon, the citrus vibes in this, and it just screams either holiday for me or summer. So this I was wearing during the summer. The first time I actually smelled this, I got pretty emotional because it just reminded me of traveling, which I hadn't been doing at the time, and I still haven't, honestly. So this is memory in a bottle for me personally. If you can buy a fragrance on vacation and you have fragrances linked to memories, I would highly recommend this one. Honestly, I think it's perfect for vacation or summer. Typically, I'm not a summer fragrance category type of person. I do like white florals predominantly and ones that are really rich and musky for fall and winter, I feel. But these summer launches this year, spring, summer, really nailed it for me, and I'm so happy with that addition to my collection. Another fragrance that came out this year is another addition to the Mugler Alien line, and this is Alien Goddess. This one I got near the end of the summer in PR, and this one I would have wore all summer again. This one screams summer to me, just how it smells. It reminds me a lot of Womanity, actually, from the same brand. The aquatic vibes of Womanity mixed with Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, if you're familiar with that. Still a pricey fragrance, but not as pricey as the Tom Ford. If you really like Soleil Blanc, I think you would really enjoy this one. It's a great addition to the line. Smells nothing like Original Alien. There's no comparison. You know how fragrances, like one I'm going to mention next, is like the sister to it. These aren't related at all, in my opinion, apart from their name. Two totally different fragrances. I love Original Alien, and this one, personally for me, would be for the warmer months. Alien is like my fall winter scent. I really like it for that. This is definitely warmer months for me, but I'm so happy with this addition. As I said, normally I'm not a summer fragrance, my favorite type of fragrance, but the releases in 2021 for these three really added to my collection, and I cannot get enough of those three summer fragrances. A fragrance that also came out this year is from Givenchy, and I have been an advocate, a fan, lover of this original fragrance for quite some time. I've gotten so many people hooked on this fragrance, and I'm always excited to see when they do variations of the scent. And this is Givenchy L'Interdit Rouge. So this is the new Rouge one. It's more warm and spicy compared to the other ones. If you're starting out with L'Interdit, I would recommend starting with the original because I feel like more people would appreciate that one. But if you are a fan of original L'Interdit, you like the intense, you gotta check out the Rouge. What are you waiting for? The Rouge is just a beautiful variation of the scent, one that I cannot get enough of, honestly. Honestly, this is what I need to wear today. This is the kind of fragrance that I wear all the time and is one that I'm very comfortable and confident with recommending because it's something that I've used for quite a while, and a fragrance that just compliments me so much. I was very excited when Givenchy released a new version of L'Interdit, but as I said, if you're starting out with that fragrance, smell the original. I think you'll like it the best, but if you are a fan and have tried Intense, you need the warm, spicier version of L'Interdit. And this next fragrance is from a company I've never tried before up until this year. My friend Stephanie from Babs Beauty told me that I needed to try it because she knew how much I love the KKW hearts, the blue heart specifically. And this smells exactly like it. It is very rich and gourmand, which personally is one of my favorite kind of scents to wear as a gourmand. It smells yummy, it smells edible. I don't feel like there's a season for this one. Truly a year round for me. It is on the sweeter side if you like a sweeter fragrance, but a sweet gourmand. And if you've smelt that KKW hearts that I'm talking about, you will be shocked at how much they smell alike, but this one lasts way better longevity on this fragrance than the KKW one, but both I honestly love. So as soon as Stephanie told me to pick that up, I fell in love with it. I already knew I was gonna love the scent, and I love that it lasts longer on me. The next fragrances I have are from OKCHA, which is a company that does their impressions of designer fragrances, and they do an incredible job. It is the sister company to Oil Perfumery, who also does impressions of, which I'm also going to be talking about. If you've been following me this year, you know my love for these two companies. Great shipping in Canada, never duties. These are no strangers to my channel. You guys know my love for these, but it wouldn't be a 2021 perfume favorites without mentioning these fragrances right here. So these are my top fragrances from OKCHA, and the first ones that I actually tried from the brand. What I love about OKCHA is they do the Extrait du Parfum, and that's what makes it so special because it has a much better concentration than EDP or EDT or anything like that. They have a very rich, the highest concentration, so they last really well, and you don't need as much spray in my opinion. You can really get these to last, and they're a really great price. If you love designer fragrances, you gotta check out their impressions of, because they really do a good job at their variations of the fragrances. So I'm going to, I don't even know where to start. I guess start off with these, which are fairly popular. The Baccarat Rouge 540. I'm sure you've all heard of that fragrance if you're a fragrance lover. And OKCHA does their variation. And then they also do the Extrait in this one. I will put up the two fragrances side by side so you can see them, but one just does the variation of Baccarat Rouge 540 and the Extrait, and that one is actually my preference. I initially thought I would love regular BR 540. I know that's super popular, but I love the almond quality of the Orphic for their impression of. So it smells divine. Probably, it's either my number 1 or 2 fragrance, so I'm so happy to have discovered that this year. And then I also have Sweet Addict, which is their impression of Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, which I have a travel size spray. And I actually prefer this one. They smell nearly identical in my opinion. This one might be a little less sweet in the bubblegum sense, which I actually prefer. They both smell honestly nearly identical. For the people I have got onto Sweet Addict, if you love Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, you will love this. Trust me, you gotta smell it because it smells nearly identical, honestly. And then the last fragrance I fell in love with from OKCHA is Sinful, which is their impression of Tom Ford Lost Cherry, which I know was a big hit this year. And this, some people say smells like cough syrup. I could probably see that, but it smells like a more sophisticated version of Escada cherries in the air, which I've said since I got this, which if you like cherry, you will love this scent. It is truly the best cherry scent out there. It just smells like the best version of cherry could be. I can't imagine a cherry fragrance being better than this, but I'd love to know your guys' recommendations if you know my love for Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Please let me know what other cherry fragrances you think I'd like, because this reminds me of the Escada, but just a grown-up version, which I truly love and cannot get enough of. Then the last 3 fragrances I was going to mention are from Oil Perfumery, which was the first company that got me into Oil Perfumery, then OKCHA, since they're sister companies. So I love Oil Perfumery just for the ease of use. They are oils, they don't have any alcohol in it, so the fragrance lasts longer, it doesn't break down. And they're just great for travel, throw in your purse. Great impressions of. My favorite fragrance that I discovered from Oil Perfumery this year is Angel Share. So their impression of Kilian Angel Share. This smells like apple pie to me. I know some people don't get that when they smell it, but it has this boozy cinnamon apple pie. Your perfect holiday scent, really. This would be great as a home scent, candle, spray, whatever. Perfume. Like, I love this scent so much, and this is probably my kids' favorite scent. Every time I wear this, they always say I smell so good. So there's something about this that is just kid friendly too. Like, they love it. It smells so yummy to me. I truly get apple pie when I smell Angel Share. Absolutely love it. My top fragrance that I discovered from Oil Perfumery. And even if you wanted to buy the true designer fragrance, Oil Perfumery is a great way to test it out or have a travel size of it in your purse. That's the impression of, if you don't want to take this on the go, and just see if you like a scent too. But I highly recommend them. I know everyone who's tried it, love it. Customer service is amazing. I cannot get enough of these 2 brands, honestly. And then the last 2 fragrances are from Byredo. These are the first fragrances that really got me into Byredo. And I have Bibliothèque and Sundazed, and I actually combine these a lot. I think they make a great mix, but on their own, they're beautiful together. They're a secret weapon. That's what I find. So those are my top scents of the year, the things that I highly recommend checking out if you've never checked out either of those companies, or if you were wanting to purchase a fragrance on sale at Sephora. That would be a great time. Roundup videos at the end of the year are always my favorite to do. I love these fragrances so much. Fragrances linked to memory, to happiness, like all these bring me such joy, and I couldn't wait to film this video because they are just going to be staple fragrances in my collection moving forward that I discovered this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know what your favorite fragrances were from 2021, or if you have any recommendations for me. You can kind of see my scent profile. I've mixed it up a bit this year, honestly. I used to be like truly white floral. That was my thing, but I'm really into gourmands, mixing it up with some more lighter scents, and just really enjoying my discovery of fragrance this year. It was a really awesome year for fragrance discovery for me. I had so much fun doing it, and I cannot wait to see what 2022 brings. So thank you guys so much for all your support on my fragrance videos this year. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.